Am I the asshole for letting my friend's daughter live in our rental property rent-free, without asking friends' permission first? My mother died 15 years ago. I inherited her home. It's smaller than my own house, so my husband and I decided we would rent it out. It's already paid off, so we were making a decent profit off of it. Other important players in this story. My husband and I have been friends with Sam and George since we were in college. We all have kids of similar ages, and they are close friends. The relevant children here, our son Henry, 24, Sam's son Kyle, 23, and George's daughter Anne-Marie, 24. Henry and Kyle are in grad school working part-time. Anne-Marie finished grad school in the spring and recently started her first big girl job, as she calls it. Originally, the three of them were sharing an apartment in a bad part of town. We didn't love that the kids were doing this, but they wanted to be independent and be on their own, and this was all they could afford. However, after a couple of incidents in the building, I came to the kids with an offer. If they cover the bills on our rental, we won't charge them rent and they can live there. We won't profit off it anymore, but I'm okay with that if it means the kids have a safe place to live. The kids were on board with this and thanked us. I didn't even think about asking our friends about this because the kids are all adults. Sam and his wife were cool with this. George, however, is irritated with us. He says one of the reasons Anne-Marie moved out is because he wanted to charge her rent to teach her responsibility, and she said if she was going to pay rent, she might as well have her own space. I pointed out that she will still be responsible for bills. The three of them are splitting the bills evenly, just not rent. He feels like this is spoiling the kids and wants me to not let Anne-Marie live there. I said I'm not going back on this as that wouldn't be fair. My husband, Sam, and Sam's wife are on my side, though my husband feels like we should have asked George first before offering this to Anne-Marie. I think that's absurd because she's an adult. This is our property, and we can do what we want. But am I being an asshole by offering this and not running it by George first? Edit. Yes, there's a lease being signed with stipulations about bills, what condition the house is to be lived in, and some other things such as they can't move someone in without not just clearing it with me, but each other. The lease will be reevaluated yearly. It also states if one or more parties are not paying their portion of the bills or any other part of the lease is violated, they will be evicted. This includes my own son. I also have money set aside for any damages that may come, and we also have insurance on the house. I'm confused why some are insisting I charge rent, saying they're not learning any budgeting. They'll still have bills by living here and are obviously buying all their own food. So budgeting is happening and they are still very much adults. They're just not paying arbitrary rent.